Hey bro fans, this is Todd, and today, well not today, my second video today, I already had one earlier, we are going to open up this Battle Armor Skeletor from the Masterverse line, and he is pretty cool looking, and he's from the new Eternia series, and when I saw this guy online, when they first showed him, I was like, oh, I have got to get this figure. He is just so cool looking. Let me go and get my iPad turned on so we can talk about this figure, and we'll see who's on and who's not. Let's see, view channel. Let me go and get my iPad turned on. All right, excellent. Hey Charles, thanks for joining us. All right, so before we jump into this figure, like always, we're going to talk about some figures in the past. And where? I guess I didn't put him anywhere. Anyway, so here is like a Battle Armor Skeletor from the 80s. Now, this is actually from 2001. It's not the one from the 80s directly, but it is made the same as the one from the 80s. This is a commemorative one. You could tell because it has the ridge on his feet. And of course, he doesn't have the pink cheeks like the old Skeletors do. Now, when I bought this figure, I also added these cool claws to him from the X-Men set of figures. And I forgot to figure who it is, but if you look at my videos, I got a video showing just these claws. And it's funny because my kids always put these claws in their Wolverine. So for years, I thought it was Wolverine's claws, but I think they're actually Sabretooth's. Then I just used some straps you use for your wires and just strapped them onto his hands. Now this one right here, it's kind of a funny story, is my wife and I went to Las Vegas. And when we went to Las Vegas, we each had $30 to spend on what we were going on gambling, basically. And so my wife went and she used her $30 and made a bunch of money, and she's really happy and everything else. Well, I ended up taking my money at the end, and I bought this Skeletor at Walmart at Las Vegas. I figured it was a safe bet because when I'm done, I get to keep the figure instead of just losing 30 bucks gambling in whatever I was going to choose, which was probably just be the slot machines. So this was actually my Vegas figure that I had on a trip my wife and I went on, and I still got him today, and her $30 is long gone. So there we go. Anyway, and what was cool about these figures is you would take and you'd roll their barrel and their chest to start it out, and then every time you hit it, it would kind of click into place and show like a strike, like someone took a battle axe and blasted him with a battle axe or ripped him across with a sword or something. Then you roll it back. Now I remember as a kid when I first saw the He-Man one, I didn't know how it fixed it. It was like clay or something inside there, or some kind of stuff you'd rub and it'd fix the crack. I didn't realize the kid was just rolling it back with his thumb to reset it. But anyway, so cool. So then we got the Classics. Now Classics did something really strange, is that they decided to give figures half armor, and then made their belly smooth. And then afterwards, it's supposed to be like that's part of their armor, their bottom half, which is okay if you plan on not ever customizing your figure. But if you're going to customize your figure, now you have this big old purple tank top they're wearing underneath there. Let's just pull this thing off and take a look at this. There we go. It's purple tank top Skeletor. Ha! With no abs to show. And they also made his neck a little longer on this to house the armor. And then on the front of this, you would take and pop out these pieces and swap them out for the ones that were scratched or damaged. So there you go. That is how the Classics ones worked. I wish they'd at least leave the abs as painted purple instead of smoothing them out. But I guess it's so it looks like it's part of the armor. But I don't know. So I decided to go against Gusto. And so I just put him on a regular Skeletor, but now it's like he's wearing a half shirt because you can see his abs underneath there. Check out this cool diamond ray disappearance I made. One of my first objects I made, had it sent out to Shapeways years ago. I used to sell these for $10 a piece a long time ago, before we had any diamond rays disappearances even even made for the figures. And so it was so cool. He could open his hand up and stick it in there by just heating his hand up. And he could hold the diamond ray of disappearance. Now, it didn't close, but still, it was just kind of cool just to have him holding that. So, and the diamond inside is a separate piece. So if you could actually pull it out and pretend like He-Man crushed it or whatever. Crushed it, man. So, what I would do with these sometimes is I would take like a balloon and use it as a way to cover the abs up. And so here's my Battle Armor Keldor. And you notice the body I use for this Keldor is actually Fakor. So this is actually Fakor's body with a Keldor head on it. And so I can actually put Fakor's head on here, and then it'll just be a Battle Armor Fakor. Now I do actually have a couple different Battle Armor Fakors. I have the orange one and a purple one. But there he is. And again, I just used a rubber balloon on there in order to do that bottom half. I'm not going to pull it off because his hair is in the way, so you can't. But he has the sticker underneath here if I was to pull it off for the robotic chest sticker. All right, then we got Origins. Dun dun dun. Now, I did not like the He-Man Origins because this piece is way too small. But even though Skeletor's is a small one too, because these sides come out, it gives it the appearance like it's bigger. So I did keep the Skeletor one, was happy with it. Not super happy, but I wish they would have made the barrel wider and bigger, just like the original, where it has a nice big old wide barrel that covers his chest. And in the pictures, they always show a giant wide barrel. So anyway, so we've gone through. I was going to try to find the Battle Sound Skeletor from 2000X. I can't find him. I must have sold him at some point. So he is long gone. Anyway, my light has died. Let me go plug it into the charger so it'll be ready in case I go extra long tonight. There we go. Plug it in, plug it in. And I got another light somewhere. There it is. Ta-da! Hey, Imperial, thanks for joining us. D. Griff, thanks for being here. Hey, Eric, my day was pretty good today. All right, let's go ahead and get this new Battle Armor Skeletor open. Where are my scissors? Oh, before I do, check this out. Check it out, check it out, check it out. I did the head swap. Look how much better that looks. Now, when I first put the head on, you can see the chin is just, this chin is so much smaller on the one I did have. And when I first put it on, because her chin was taller or bigger, it actually made it look like she had no neck. And so I had to put an O-ring inside there to raise her neck up a little bit. And I think that just looks spectacular. Spectacular She-Ra. Look at that. Look at that. Anyway, I'm really happy with how she turned out. I'm really glad the guy sold me this head. It looks just so much. And I kept finding people online that had a good chin on their She-Ra. And it's just like, I kept buying them, and all my local ones had the short chin. But I guess you had to buy outside local, for me at least, to get one that was made correctly. And when I first got her, I was so annoyed too. What is wrong with that short chin? What's going on? And just, urgh. But now I got a good head for my She-Ra. Just got a good head. All right. You're probably going, why did I tune into this? Who is this guy? Why does he care so much about She-Ra's chin? Anyway, let's go ahead and open up this cool looking scale. Oh, look how cool. He just looks so cool. I cannot wait to get him open and check him out. I just wish he did not have the double jointed elbows, as we saw some of the new Masterverse figures do not. Some of the females don't. It started with the big tall one. I can't think of her name now. A motherboard, I don't know, something like that. She originally didn't have the double jointed elbows, and then we saw with the new Evil Lynn's for the movie figures, she also did not have the new double jointed elbows. So I hope they're planning on getting away from that. All right, and of course we got our Cracker Jack prize. What is our Cracker Jack prize today, sir? Well, let's find out. It is, a sword from the Sunbird books. Bum, bum, bum. And I'm guessing this armor works the same way the Classics does, where you replace the piece. Only one replacement. Either you get damage or not damage. Which is funny, because the picture here shows just one crack going across, and this has 1.5 cracks going across. So, interesting. Interesting. Let me throw my Cracker Jack label away, or envelope away. Because when you're really good, they call you Cracker Jack. All right. Oh, he just looks so cool. Just looking at him, I'm just like, oh, oh, oh. Look at that cool figure. Oh. So for those that don't know, Skeletor is one of my favorites. In fact, he's one of the first figures I ever got for the. Actually, was the first figure I ever got when I was a kid. Was actually Skeletor, and so no extra hands. Really? I guess he just has 2 holding hands. He's got an axe, a big old axe. Bum bum bum. The big old giant threshing floor axe. No Havoc staff. Now, the reason I wanted to show the 2000X one is because of all these spikes and stuff. It looks very much like the 2000X style, sort of. Be free. I guess I gotta cut this one too. There we go. He is out of there. I'm surprised he didn't come with regular armor too. We saw the Battle Armor He-Man for this line. He actually came with regular armor as well. And so I thought they might have done the same thing, so you could just turn him into Skeletor. One thing I'm already glad about, just by looking at this figure, I am glad they did not put the hood on under the helmet. I get so tired of that. I guess they could have a hood under the helmet. It's like a chainmail kind of hood. That's not too bad. I can live with that. Either gonna have like a big old purple hood. That makes sense though. I like that there's a skull underneath there, but what the heck? I can live with that. All right. So, I am really digging this Skeletor. He is so cool looking. Let me see your guys', Mike says this figure is cool. Does Vintage Battle Armor Skeletor have claws? Not normally. I added these claws myself. He doesn't normally have the claws like that. All right. So, let's take a look. Does this pop off from inside? Oh, from inside. You can see that already. The shoulder pads do come off if you want to take them off. They hook on right here. Right in that spot. I'm going to leave them on though. It's like a pain to get them off and on. The helmet comes off. And he looks like Dirk the Daring when he has those death scenes. Oh, is his jaw articulated? Oh, I think it is. This is a great Skeletor head. I just wish that it didn't have the hood on there so we can add our own hood later. So that is a really good Skeletor head. And the chin's a little long. It's like Dick Dastardly Skeletor, but the rest of it looks really good. And I'm just going to leave the chin. I'm not going to sand it or nothing else. He is really cool looking. He's got the side things. Okay, let's talk about articulation. Sorry. Ankle articulation. Boot cut. Double jointer knees. He has a thigh cut. Oh, looks like it's stuck. I can feel that it's not twisting right. Yeah, it's just twisting the pin instead of actually twisting the joint. Frozen socket. Oh, yep. Then he has a cut here. That one's the same way. Double jointed knees. Shoulder. Bicep cut. Double jointed elbows, which, as you guys know, I'm not a fan. And then, of course, the wrist moves back and forth on this side and back and forth on this side. He does have the cool little spines going up and down, just like our original Skeletor had ever so long ago. All right, let's get the armor off so we can, that's cool. It actually looks like it's built into the design instead of being something that is just on the side that's for the toy. It actually looks like it's meant. Okay, you gotta take his head off to get his armor off. Oh man, I was not expecting that. That is an awesome build Skeletor. Look at that. Look at that sculpt. That is amazing. Let me go and grab the 40th anniversary one so we can do some comparisons. Okay, the 40th anniversary one, his sculpt is completely different. And of course, he also has the movable jaw, but his is like a really fat face. Fat face Skeletor. But yeah, I just set you there. Sit on the table, Skeletor. All right. I also like his coloring too. It's a really nice coloring too. Anyway, let's get to the armor. Somehow this has to pop out. Oh, it does pop forward. You don't have to take the armor off. I was wrong. And this one just pops in. Okay, no armor removal required. All right, let's see if this armor fits on a Classics. Bum, bum, bum. This will be cool. Let's just see how this looks. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, man, that looks righteous. Oh, yeah. Okay, where is the helmet? So if you wanted to classicize him, it would not take much. All you have to do is just snag the armor. The loincloth piece comes off too. So you can just rip this part right off. Look at that. You can just put it right over here like this. And let's see if it fits. Oh, it does. It does. Now I'm going to have an O-ring for the head to maintain its... Oh man, I am loving that. If you wanted to, you could even heat the boots up, pull these off right here, and stick them in right here in this place, and even use the boots that match the armor, and just totally classicize your figure if you choose to, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to do that. I'll post pictures once I get it all done. But that is cool. O-ring for the head. And we'll get those boots to swap out. Even though that's a really good sculpt. I do like that sculpt a lot, but this way I can just classicize if I want to. The color's almost the same too. That's so cool. Oh, why does vintage battle armor have claws? I just put them on there from a separate toy, Eric. They used to have a claw version of Skeletor that you could buy, and I never liked his little halter top, so I decided to make my own version. Here, hold on a second. Oh, I can't get to it. I was going to show you the figure it came from, so I have him in the closet, the original figure it came from. Get back on the table, man. No one said you could get down. Ugh. 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 There we go. Yeah, that is so cool. Once I swap out these boots, that's going to be awesome. It's so cool. It stinks too because he had a really cool avocado head, but I don't think the helmet's gonna fit on there. No. See, that's what I mean. They have the hood and the helmet over the top. They used to always do that. I used to hate that look. Yep, Mattel's getting really good at making these Masterverse figures. Some of these are coming out great. Even though I stole the body from a Classics to put it on there, but you don't need to. I mean, the body he comes with is just fine. I just like to classicize my stuff if I can. Ugh. Fit. It is kind of a pain trying to change it when it's not in him. That's so cool. Do you like the Tarot Claw Skeletor Vintage? No. I think it looks like he's wearing a halter top with the tank top thing, and these claws are just so much fiercer looking than the ones he came with for Tarot Claw. And look at these things. If you, I'll post a link later to them. Dun dun. Does he have a sword holder? Nope. Anyway, I'll finish this figure and I'll take pictures and stick it on Instagram later tonight. Swap out Z-boots. Make the head tight. I had no plans of customizing this figure today, which is funny. I actually have extra Skeletors that I could have used instead of using the one I already had, but that's okay. I'll just use those parts on another one. So cool. Hey Charles, my family's doing all right. Thanks for asking. Let's see, Skeletor. Now I have... That will allow me to kill that muscle-bound fool. Yes. All right. Anyway, that is all that I have. Thanks for joining me. I'm really happy with my She-Ra, in case you didn't figure that out from me talking earlier. She just looks so cool. And then, of course, my fort is pretty cool too. I got this charged, so now I can see it better. Not better, but so it's working now instead of before. Let's put those lights back in. There we go. Chink. There's the lights. All right. Until next time, good journey, you guys. Mike says he likes the Masterverse better. That's okay, man. The Masterverse is great. Don't get me wrong. If like I said many times before, you know what? I need to test this out on a Skeletor. I know you're like, wait a minute, Todd. Didn't you just test it out on a Skeletor? I did, but not on an Origins. Ugh. You know, I think it's going to fit on his torso. Okay. Let's just give us a quick try. If I don't try, I won't be happy with myself. Oh, his head stuck on there. Pull your head off, man. Oh. Okay. I think it's going to be way too big for him. He'll be swimming in his belt. Let's take a look and see. We'll start with Z-belt. Oh yeah. You can see how far you have to wrap that around for it to fit. It's just like he's wearing his dad's belt. He has to put his legs way out like that so his belt doesn't fall or his pants don't fall. Like those kids in the 90s. Oop. That is such cool armor. I love it. Oh, it does fit on there pretty good. Look at that. So besides the belt being super loose, which you could just fix yourself by just tightening it up tighter if you want to, and then sticking a small rubber band on there to hold it or an O-ring, you can actually make that work. And put the skull on there. I can't get it all the way down right now. It has to be heated up first, but that's not too bad for your origins. Dun dun dun. That is an awesome set. Okay, I'm putting it back on my Classics body. Ugh. So what'd you do Friday night? I watched some guy play dress up with his He-Man dolls. Oh, sounds like fun. All right. Dun dun dun. Back to normal. Not back to normal. Back to my new normal, which is classicized. And again, you know, if you're not a Classics fan, that's cool. You can keep it on the normal buck. Like I said, this is an awesome sculpt. This is like probably one of the best sculpts I've seen. Look at they got the muscles all ripped on there. It's a great color tone. They actually have the sides a little wider instead of just going straight down like they have been lately. So he's got some back muscles. Hey, his legs are working now. There we go. Cool. And the legs look pretty standard. But the arms, let's take a look. Yeah, they still have the biceps cut off in the front here, which just drives me crazy every time I see that. See, look at the difference. The bicep shouldn't be just cut off in the front. It should actually have shape to it. But to fit articulation, they cut off the front of the bicep. But when they do that, it just ruins the sculpt. Okay, let's put this guy back. I wonder, does the old Classics armor fit on him? Nope. Doesn't fit. You can already see it's not going to close right. Does it fit on him? Nope. His back is actually wider than the Classics. Look at that. That's surprising. All right. Well, I'm pretty happy with this Skeletor. He's really cool. If you haven't purchased him, he's well worth the purchase. I did not put a link in the description this time. I was too excited to get the video going. So I think that's it. Charles says he loves Battle Armor Skeletor. Mike says, yep, just a little too big to fit on Origins. Ugh, that head is so tight on there. Oh, I forgot he's got his righteous axe too. The axe of power. Oh well. All right. Until next time, you guys. Good journey. Bye now.